Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mark Pagan. Yeah, man. So, about yesterday's podcast, okay? I gotta apologize because I deleted the first podcast, the original. So I had to go back and record it again. And when I recorded it again, I forgot I was doing it with earbuds on. And the Bluetooth was on and I ain't had the earbuds in my ear. So you heard me talking from way over across the room. Basically record my podcast and I'm looking at the phone. I'm talking to the phone like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the earbuds connected. So I'm thinking I'm recording it into the phone and I look over on the bed and I see earbuds. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, apologize about that. That shit was hilarious. So technically, I fucked up 2 podcasts in one day, and this is the third one, you know, rebuttaling or fixing whatever I fucked up on that day. That was hilarious, man. You know, it's always technical difficulties whenever you're doing everything. You know what I mean? You trying to do everything on your own. You know, I'm trying to, you know, keep doing the things that I gotta do to occupy my time and occupy my mind and occupy my space, you know, and try to keep putting things out and keep doing what I gotta do, keep working towards whatever I'm working towards. And yeah, at times when I'm doing that, shit get fucked up. You know what I mean? I might not produce something as well as possible. My Spotify might not be perfect, picture perfect. You know what I mean? My picture on my album or whatever might be just whatever picture, just nah. Or even a song, you know, it might just be a goofy spur of the moment joint, just something because I was feeling it. You know, that's what it is, man. That's what I'm doing. Earlier, I was out riding my bike and everything, and I was stopping past all the little free library spots. Well, not all the little spots, but a couple that I seen or whatever. I just stopped, put the books in there, you know, put my book in there, Nature's Features. Basically giving back to the community, if you will. You know, I'm selling these books for $15 a pop. You know what I mean? The books aren't free, but I did make a mission to myself, and also because, you know, yeah, mission for myself, and also I want to get this literature out there in light of, you know, my grandmother loving to read. You know, I love literature and loving to read too. And just, you know, in memory and things like that. Because, you know, in the acknowledgments and things like that, I do mention my grandmother. So I put this book out there, you know, in her honor. And then, you know, in sight of, you know, getting people to start reading more. I know it's already picking up, but just to get my literature out there, get my grandmother's literature out there, get something that touched my heart to write about, something that I felt that people need more of in this world. You know what I mean? It's about bridging those cultural gaps and those cultural bridges. You know what I mean? Stopping the hatred just because of a racial or ethnic background or cultural or religious background, you know, so, or language background, language barrier, you know, it's about things like that, and it's about getting together and, you know, teaching one another and learning from one another and growing with one another, you know, and in whatever capacity you can do that in. I mean, me personally, I'm not growing with no fucking body because I don't trust a goddamn person. But at the same time, it's like I do have to trust somebody at some point in time in my life. So yeah, I'm growing and expanding too. You know what I mean? It's hard to really, be outgoing and trustworthy and things like that when is so many things out here that could, that could ruin whatever you got going on. And trust me, I had my fair share of the shit getting kicked out of me by life and by situations and by just trying to get things accomplished and, trying to, trust people and be stick in there with somebody, whether that's, a work relationship or otherwise. It's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. If I realize that I can't work with you, I'll still maintain a relationship. But at the same time, I won't be working with you more so. It'll be more so just, because some people you just can't work with. You know what I mean? Some people are just hard to deal with, way more harder to deal with than others. For me, a lot of the times, it tend to be guys because they tend to always be egotistical and things like that. With a woman, you can more so deal with them, more so, it's not even that. It's the left brain, right brain things. It's like, the right brain people, when they're more so, when they're more so positive and encouraging and helping and warming and empathetic to what people going through or what you may be going through, then I can deal with those people. But it's the left brain people, because you got males and females of all races, colors, creeds, shapes, sizes, and forms that are just hinders and they're just haters. And they'll always try to find or pick something like a problem. They'll try to find something. You know what I mean? So I tend to try to stay away from those type of people. You know what I mean? When I notice that, I'll still maintain a relationship with them because it's still a useful thing to have a relationship with a person like that. You know what I mean? But, on any level. But at the same time, you got to understand that a lot of times that can translate to something that can be dangerous for you. It can be detrimental to what you're trying to do or detrimental to your health. Yeah. Then I talked about that. I'm trying to take these all right, there we go. Yeah, man. What was I about to touch on? Yesterday was a few cup football games on. Just got in the crib. And shit. All right, I'm back. I had to take a break, right? I made a quick trip and came right back. When I say quick trip, I mean like hours long, right? And what I did was I came in because I did the book thing. Remember, I think I put that on here a second ago that I wrote around. And I was doing the books, putting books into the free library boxes, a couple free library boxes, and I posted it online. And then I came back to the house. I was winding down, about to do a podcast. All of a sudden, I just was like, something was like, go ahead and take a ride, stretch your legs, and I'm glad I did. It gave me a lot of energy and it gave me a lot of focus. And I rode all the way downtown, man. I met with a couple great brothers. We talked, took pictures, laughed, I took pictures and we laughed, and I wished them safe travels and they wished me safe travels as well. And we went on our way and everything. And, that interaction was so beautiful, man. just to have pleasant interactions like that. And I mean, the pictures that we took were like right in the doorways and everything. And it was a picture of my book and a couple little brothers. Oh my God. It warmed my soul. It made me feel good. It felt like I was connecting with brothers that I knew at one point in time. You know what I mean? It felt like I was connected with brothers that I was fond of, that actually, that showed me warmth and they showed me love. So I like to thank them, and I like to thank, whatever energy or whatever I was feeling that led me there this night. I'm very appreciative. Thank you. Yeah, nature's features, man. That was all about nature's features right there. Just being led up there and just, being able to take some amazing photos and meet amazing brothers and an amazing atmosphere. It was wonderful, man. I had a great experience. One that I won't forget. I'm documenting it right now, so nobody will forget the experience that I had today. It was amazing. It was truly amazing. I came back. I started my path, came back to my abode, and, worked out, did a little recreational things, ate a little bit, snacked a little bit, worked out a bit. And now I'm back here doing this podcast, man. And I'm telling you, it was just so refreshing. I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, a lot of us don't stop and really appreciate nature for what it is anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Nature's features is about that. It's about nature's features. You have to stop and appreciate every moment, every day, every moment that you have to really cultivate and create anything and really do anything and appreciate nature. You know what I mean? Get to unplug for a moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. In that moment, we were able to use our devices to take pictures and do this and do that. But what about the moments where there is no phones available, right? The moments where there's only you, maybe some music, maybe some literature, maybe some wine or something. You know what I mean? Harkening back to days of old, right? Yeah, and we're back again. But nature is something that you got to stay connected with. And me being on my bicycle and shit like that, it helps me stay grounded. It helps me stay connected to the nature in me and the nature that's outside of me as well. The nature in me is calling for activity. It's calling for creativity. You know what I mean? Activity, creativity, interactions, things like that. And the nature outside of me is just calling to be recognized, to be embraced, to be experienced, to be noticed, right? That's all nature wants, to be noticed, to be admired, to be recognized, to be seen, to be cared for, to be tend for, to be tend to, right? And it's not too much to ask because this nature takes care of us. It's taking care of me right now. It takes care of, our mind, our body, our soul. We are one with nature, so we have to make sure that we take care of nature, and nature will make sure it takes care of us. Yeah, man. I just wanted to say thank you again to the energies out there. I wanted to say thank you again to Mother Earth, Father God, just a spirit of creativity, the spirit that's within me, that dwells within me, the spirit that's, dwelling within all of us. It's all the same. It's all relative. It's all synonymous. That's honestly what I was talking about yesterday on my podcast, where I was recording, and I just kept getting messed up for some reason. But yeah, everything is synonymous. That's part of everything being synonymous. You know, we're all connected. All things. When something happens elsewhere in another place, it matters over here. Even though it didn't happen here, it made a difference. You might not have felt it. You might not have directly been impacted by whatever happened abroad, somewhere else, but it still affects you here. That's why we should be more compassionate to the way we treat one another, to the way we treat another's land, where we live, where we breathe, and things of that nature. You know, and try to stop trying to impose on the way another person or another living being live their life, right? Because I choose to live life differently than you choose to live your life, then that makes me what? Wrong, illegal. I should be locked up, or I should be shunned because I choose to live my life differently. Because I choose to, blaze my own path, or, you know, appreciate things that should be appreciated in life more than I appreciate things that were built by others. It's easy to make history when you let others make it for you. You know, it's easy to blaze a path when that path has already been laid. You know, it's easy to do those things. But to truly, you know, embark on your own journey, to truly, you know, go on any endeavor, you know, on your own and really discover who you are and what you are at the end of the day, is that not what we all supposed to do? Every man, woman, you know, living and breathing life, air. You should embark and really find out who you are at the end of the day. In a safe manner, of course. Always keep safety in mind. Because all endeavors aren't meant to be dove into with everybody. Correct? You have to be poised. You have to be, you know, you have to be careful. Cross your T's and dot your I's. Right? That way you could be safe on any journey. Safe on, you know, any travel. You know, any travel, whether that's physically, mentally, or spiritually, because we travel in many ways. Many, many ways do we travel. Just make sure when you embark on this journey that you always return back home. And with that being said, I want to say good night. I appreciate you for listening. This has been God Concept. I am Mark Pagan Jr., Mr. Pagan, whatever. All right? Mr. Om, Mr. I Om, Mr. Me. All right. I'm just a free spirited guy, man. I just want to, you know, continue to do what I'm doing. Hopefully you enjoy it. Have a great night. Love you all. Peace out.